traveling along Highway 271 in southern Saskatchewan, 435 kilometers southwest of Regina, on our way to Cypress Hills Interprovincial Park. This area is beautiful and vastly different from the surrounding prairie. The Cypress Hills Plateau rises up 200 meters above the plains to a maximum elevation of 1,468 meters, just over 4,800 feet. Head of the mountain is Canada's highest point between the Canadian Rockies and the Labrador Peninsula. The view from the top is amazing. The park consists of two protected areas: the 345 square kilometer west block that straddles the Alberta-Saskatchewan boundary, and the center block, an additional area of 58 square kilometers in Saskatchewan. Today we're heading to the west block to visit Fort Walsh and paint at Battle Creek. Battle Creek actually begins in Cypress Hills Park along the Alberta-Saskatchewan border, flows behind Fort Walsh, and eventually into the Milk River in Blaine County, Montana. It may be one of the shorter waterways on the prairies, but few can match Battle Creek for its mix of history and scenery around every corner of its meandering course. In 1873, this was the site of the Cypress Hills Massacre. American wolf hunters and whiskey traders killed several Assiniboine who they wrongly accused of stealing horses. Finished in June of 1875 and named after its builder, Inspector James Morrow Walsh, Fort Walsh was intended to curb the illegal whiskey trade, protect Canada's nearby border with the United States, and aid with native policy. Walsh had been instrumental in keeping the peace with Chief Sitting Bull Sioux, who took refuge in southern Saskatchewan after defeating the U.S. cavalry in Montana. After the Cypress Hills Massacre, the Canadian government established the Northwest Mounted Police, which later became the RCMP, and Fort Walsh served as their headquarters from 1878 to 1882. The site of the fort was designated a National Historic Site of Canada in 1924. Tourists can now step back in time to the 1870s to discover what life was like on a working fort in the lawless time of rot-gut whiskey runners. Hear Métis legends handed down through the generations and learn traditional crafts and skills. The tour includes the fort's buildings, the former town site, cemeteries, and the whiskey trading post.